Hey guys, Scott here. I'm feeling very snug today, so I decided to wear this. Today we're going to be talking about the toxic cycle in DBD. This is something that we've all experienced and we all kind of subtly know, but I wanted to talk about it in a bit more detail because I think it is clear that to fix it, we need to understand it more. And I'll just give an example of what this is. But like I said, this is something most people have already experienced and they already know about it. So basically, you're playing, Wraith with no add-ons or perks or anything like that, right? And then you go against a super sweaty 4-man. They all have DS Unbreakable. They're all teabagging. They're all clicking their flashlights. They're all generally being as shitty as possible. Now, the Wraith gets upset after getting inevitably destroyed and says, you know what? Fuck survivors. They're overpowered. They're all pieces of shit. I'm playing Spirit with an Ebony Mori. So then their next match, they throw on Spirit, put on an Ebony Mori, throw on Noed, all the fun stuff, Pop, Corrupt, just all the stuff survivors hate. And then they shit on the next group of people who happen to be rank 15 megs that are all in solo queue. And they're like, ooh, what's this? What's Dead by Daylight? And then they're like, wow, killers are overpowered. Killers are fucking stupid. Fuck this. I'm going to equip DS Unbreakable to not have to deal with this anymore. And then they go into the next game. They go against a nice little clown with no perks. And you can see how they just start perpetuating this cycle. And the thing is, human nature makes this even worse because when let's say, the Wraith who is now playing Spirit and is using the Ebony Mori, when they go against the group that didn't deserve that, they justify it to themselves now. They defend the fact that they're kind of being shitty. They probably tunnel and camp because, fuck survivors, right? They start justifying their own behavior because they feel like they have been wronged and they feel like that they need to enact justice upon all survivor kind. And even though this group that they just went against was not toxic, the next group might be, or the previous group would, actually was. So they deserve it. So they justify it to themselves, and then they think it's okay to do it. Like, don't get me wrong, you bought the game, you can play however the hell you want. But the reason the game is so toxic is because of this cycle. And stopping it is, it's not an easy thing to do because you have to have some humility. You have to realize that every game is disconnected from the next game. Just because you got, a super sweaty, toxic team, or you got a really toxic Noed, Ebony Mori, Nurse, or Spirit, or something like that in one game, it does not mean the next game is going to have that. And if you keep playing your matches, assuming that the next match is going to be like the last one you just had, that's just not fair to the people that you're going against, because you might be punishing people for doing something they never even did. The only exception to this is like if you're playing Killer and you see a repeat survivor name that you know to be a piece of shit, sure, throw on an Ivory Mori and destroy that guy. That's fine. I do it sometimes too. It's really fun. But this is not a very long video because it's a very simple message. The only thing you have to do to break this cycle of toxicity is realize that the actions of the current group have nothing to do with the actions of the previous group. And if you punish the current group based off the actions of the previous group, you just start perpetuating the cycle where everyone reacts based upon the match they just had, and they over-account for things that they might not even encounter to begin with. And that is why I think this game is so toxic. It's the whole asymmetrical nature of the game, because you can get so destroyed on one end due to, build, setup, survive with friends, things like that, and then you could absolutely destroy on the next by using overpowered things or, Moris and stuff like that. And because of that disjointed amount of, comparative strength, you get matches that are just super wildly different each time. And if you are trying to punish people for the matches that you had prior, it's just not fair. So, bottom line, don't punish people in your current group for the actions of the previous group. And I think this game would be a lot nicer overall. That's it, guys. Short video, but thanks for watching.